Okay. Hi, Macy. Sorry about your tooth. I'm recording, just in case she's listening. If they're talking trash about you, you can hear. Okay. Just. All right, here we go. Recording. Example dos. Let P equal to some point. P is for point, right? X, Y. Be a point on this particular graph. Y equals x squared minus 1. Because yesterday we finished all of 1. Am I right? Yeah. Perfect. A, apple. Express the distance D from this particular point P to the origin, let's call it O, as a function of x. Test time. What do you do? You are right. You're going to need to know the distance formula. Uh-huh. You're correct. Okay. You would definitely need to know the distance formula for the test. You will need to know the origin. The origin is the order pair of 0, 0. Should I graph this out? Give you a visual. Probably. When in doubt, graph it out, right? Yeah. Yep. So what am I graphing it out? What are you graphing? Parabola. What's the vertex? Yep. Here we go. 0. I know I got you. 0, negative 1's the vertex. When x is 1, what's the output? 0. When x is negative 1, 0 as well. So here we go. Okay, so this is y equals x squared minus 1. And it said, hey, there's some random point. Where do you want to put this random point? Left, right, up, down, up. Okay, up. Like there? P, comma, x, comma, y. Okay? A says, hey, write an equation, a distance equation, g, as a function of what? X, and only x, right? From this P to where? To the origin, right? And the origin has an order pair of 0, 0. So, what's the distance formula? Rad, x 1 minus x 2 square. Good. What else? Plus y 1 minus y 2 square. Beautiful. I already have 2 points. I have an unknown point called x comma y, and I have an origin called comma 0, 0. So let's do it. Here we go. X d of x equals, I'm going to use the unknown point as my x1. So that's going to be x minus 0 square plus y minus 0 again square. When we simplify this out, I just simply have what? Yeah. X squared under the radical, right? Yeah. And is this my final answer? No. Because it says d of, what do I have that I don't want? Yeah. What do you do with that?
Substitute y equals x squared minus 1.
Whoa. They gave you a y equals, right? Y equals, it's always equal. Isn't that funny? Okay. Y equals, let me highlight this. Y equals, it's always the same in one problem. So you can take out, okay, that y and put in, so x squared stays, take out the y and put in the y equals that they gave you, okay. Can you take about 30 seconds, simplify that out, combine like terms, and then we'll box up the d of x equals. Oh, thank you. Good job. Good catch. Yeah, so FOIL that out, add like terms. Once you have an answer, can you check it with your peeps? So that way when I call on you, I can write what all of you guys have agreed upon. Yeah, once you have an answer, talk it out. Like, I got an answer. Do you have one yet? Let's talk.
Square root of x to the 4th power minus square root of 1.
Yeah.
I have to still square it. One second. That's why I didn't know about this. I read that. That was not that good. We would just work out.
Bless you. Paul, did you get an answer? Paul, did you get an answer? No? Can you talk to your peep to see if you can come up with an answer? Did you guys write it out twice, the x squared minus 1 squared twice? Yeah, just to avoid silly mistakes, okay? I'm going to write it out twice. I hope that if I make any silly mistakes, you can totally tell me. Okay, so I normally write out twice. So now what? FOIL? Sounds like a great idea. Okay, x squared times x squared is x to the quarter. What's in the middle? How many of those do I have? Negative 2x squared, right? And then a negative 1 times a negative 1 is positive 1. Okay, so now this radical, I'm just going to bring down the x to the 4th. These two can be combined as what? Negative x, right? Square? My bad. And then plus 1. Anything I can do? That's as far as you can go. Wouldn't you agree? Okay, so that's my final answer. Big radical. Whee. Okay. Questions of how to multiply them out. Raise your hand if you have the same exact one on your own. Okay, awesome. Thank you. You don't erase on your paper, but I took up too much space. Okay. Next, let's do A. Nope, A's done. B. What am I asking on B? What is the distance, right, to the origin if x is 0? What do? I plug in 0. You're right. Okay. D of 0 is what equation should I plug this into? Yeah, that D equals, right? So 0 to the 4th minus 0 squared plus 1 is what? 1. Right, the distance is 1 unit. Can I count as well? Where's x equals to 0 at? Here?
Yeah. Oh, wait, no.
No. Here? Isn't this x equals to 0?
Yeah.
Yeah. What is the distance when x is 0 to the origin? 1. So your math is right, your visualize is right, we are right. Okay. What is D if x is 1? Also? 1. You can plug it in. Okay, so you can go, 1 to the 4th is 1, minus 1 squared is 1, plus 1 is 1, square root of 1 is still 1. Can you look at the graph and see, double check with visualize? Yeah. When x is 1, which is right here, right class? To the origin is? It's 1. Look at that. Cool, right? Okay. Now this one's more difficult. In your team, why don't you work it out? What is it? Just leave it as exact answer, okay? So leave it as an exact answer. So leave it as an exact answer. So don't make a guess answer. You would need to know. Although I may not remember the words. When you're ready, so if I'm not recording.
Oh wait, because it multiplies the bottom too. Okay. So it'll be.
Once you have an answer to compare, the basic math is going to be a little bit more difficult to simplify.
No, I didn't. No, I
Yeah, but you have to simplify it. You have to multiply it by rad. Which is rad.
Oh yeah.
And then you can do 3 times 4. Oh yeah, 2 and
Wait, actually,
I know. That's so confusing.
so it's just the answer.
What's your final answer? Is the final answer rad 3/2?
Yes.
She get donut. That is the question. Let's see. I'm gonna work it out, and then her faith is here we go. D of rad 2/2. Here we go. Ready? Okay. I don't know yet, so we can. Okay. Big radical. Rad 2/2 to the 4th power minus rad 2/2 to the 2nd power plus 1. Is my step 1 okay? Yeah. Okay. Step 2. 4th power, I make a lot of silly mistakes. Like a lot. Okay? But here's what I know. Is that 4th power? Correct. What do you notice about if you would just have 2 powers? Power 2. What does that equal to? Yeah, when you agree with that, rad 2 times rad 2/2 is like 2/4. 2/4 is exactly 1/2. So that tells me I can have 1/2 times 1/2 for the power of 4. Okay? Take away 1/2 again, and then just drop down my 1. Anything so far? Now, let me ask you this. I have 1/2 times 1/2. Take away 1/2. Can I just pop that out? No, don't do that. You have to do multiplication before subtraction. So what's 1/2 times 1/2? 1/4. Yeah. 1/4. Can I make everything into denominator of 4? So 2/4 plus a 4/4 And that's really a negative 1/4 plus 4/4, so that's exactly 3/4 under the radical, which is, yay, you get donut.
I get a donut.
Kaylin gets a donut.
I got it right. Round over to units.
Units, yes.
Oh.
Don't forget about
Yeah.
All right, Kaylin gets donuts. Donuts or bagel? Yeah.
So I don't know the name. You just knocked it. Thank you.
Okay, so I was told to put units at the end, and you are right. Okay. All right, do we have a graphing calculator?
Yes.
Yes. Perfect. If you don't, I have 9 of them. Go borrow one. I have 9. Don't worry.
I got a TI plus, dude.
Okay, anyone else still doesn't have calculators? Because I have some more. In the way. Anyone else still does not have a calculator? Okay, let me give you a heads up on like next Thursday. You will have to know how to use your calculator. Okay? Whether it's the one that you have or the one you borrowed from me. But you have to know how to navigate your graphing calculator, okay? E, using a graphing calculator to graph a function, g equals g of x. What is that? What is g equals g of x? Do we know exactly what that is? Isn't it the one that we found? What is that? What did we find? That distance one. What is? Can you read? Can you read that out to me?
The same one.
Are there more than one?
I mean, the one that we just wrote, or like the original?
What is the one that we have to use?
Lat x to the 4 minus x squared plus.
Do you guys agree with this? Yeah. Okay. This is the one that we found. If you don't remember, it's right here. We found it. Okay. So it said, hey, using your calculator, graph it out. And comma, and it goes on and say this. Someone tell me what that is. What is that? How are you going to use that on your graphing calculator?
Make the min 0.
Correct. Your window, x min should be 0. When you are doing an application problem, you kind of need to determine like how the calculator is going to work. Then what do I do with x max? What are we going to do with x max? Okay. What should we do with x max? What number should we try? Pick a random number that you think is going to 7. Sounds great. Let's try it. Okay. If it doesn't work, can you always adjust? Yeah. All right. Let's look at it. Big radical. X to the 4th minus x squared plus 1 plus radical window. That is right here. Alright. Window 0 for sure for x min. And then you said x max needs to be 7. Sounds like a good idea. Once that you have decided on the input, hit zoom fit. Ooh, I need to hit zoom fit. Use and then compare. Show your calculator to your partner to see if you guys are on the same page. Zoom fit. So 0, x min, because the problem said so. X max. Okay. It was decided by one of us.
No one said it didn't.
happy with this.
Randall.
I've never done this before. Yeah.
Oh, unhighlight the plot. Okay, so window, go to window.
And then we enter our
Go in the Y window.
We don't have a max, right? Max is 7. Max is 7. Just
Do we all have about the same thing? You and your team? Yeah, hopefully? Yeah. Something like this? No. Similar. It doesn't have to be exact. Similar. Okay. Remember, this question says, okay, now with 2 decimal places rounding, find the value or values of x at which d, which is what? What's d? Distance is at the least, I mean minimum, right? Can you look at your graph? Can you pinpoint the minimum easily on the graph and calculator? No? So should we fix the window a little bit?
Yeah.
What window do you want? 0 to what?
0 to
Okay, 4, 3. Okay, play that on the number. Let's do 3 for that triplet. And then do zoom fit again. To see now you zoomed it in a little bit more. So is 0 to 3 a better window for you to see the local min? Zoom fit. Okay, is it a little bit better?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you see? How do you find the minimum now using your calculator and only your calculator? Second, help. And then go down to minimum. All right, find that. Once you have that, compare it to your team and then we'll write it up. Parking lot. 3.
for the
What is that?
What the heck? Yeah, in the minimum, yeah. I didn't put about right here, right now. I'm gonna guess, like, 6. No, you don't have to make a guess. You don't? It's 4 feet out. It's like 8. Oh, I got 40. Like 0.8. It's just like decimal. Okay. Yeah.
All right. Let's do a little sketch, okay? Just so we have a good understanding of this. This is an applied problem. X in this x-axis. Can I still label that as an x-axis? Yeah. But can I label y as a y-axis? No. Remember, y in this problem is not the same. Can you see the y in the green highlighted? Y is something completely different from this, right? What is a y-axis? What should we label this? Isn't that distance? Yeah, d, right? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. The output, keep in mind, this equation right here, the output is the distance. X is still the location on the x-axis, okay? Now, if I look at my calendar, I'm just going to do a little quick sketch. It looks something like this. Yes or no? Yeah. Now, you were asked to find the minimum somewhere here, okay? So you hit second trace. What order pair did the calculator spit out? 2 decimal places. 0.71 comma 0.87. Okay. I don't know if you guys got. Do we all have that? No. Okay. Let's check. How did you apply implication? Square root x to the 4 minus 1. Second trace. I'm gonna move it one more. I know that that flat line is from, you know, at some point. Okay, so there it is. I think you probably didn't go far enough. Okay. All right. Why don't you explain how to do that to her, and then because she'll show that to her, and then that way because she doesn't have it either. Okay. All right, here we go. So I need to spell it out because this is a word problem. Here we go. To get the shortest distance, x needs to be at 0.71. Okay. Did you guys spell this out? Yes. Great. Any comments on how we use the calculator? Questions? Do you need to know how to use the calculator for your test? Yes. Am I going to help you on test day? No. No. So please ask if you are stuck. Okay. I don't mind pausing, helping you out. Okay. Example 3. Very similar. Similar. Okay. A rectangle has one corner on the graph. Oh, yeah. If it's a word problem, yes, ma'am. Okay. A rectangle has one corner on the graph of y equals 25 minus x squared. Another corner at the origin, and a third on the positive y-axis, and the last corner on the positive x-axis. Okay. Part A. Can you please express the area of the rectangle as a function of x? Now what? Test question. Yeah, area equals x times y, base times height, length times width, right? Okay, so before that, what do you want to do? Graph. Sounds like a good idea. Okay. Visualize. What curve, what are we graphing? That rectangle. How do I graph a rectangle? Where? Should we graph something else in addition to the rectangle?
Yes.
What?
25.
Yeah, because the rectangle has one corner on that, isn't it?
Yes.
What curve is that? And what's the vertex? Y equals 25 minus x squared. What's the vertex of that? Yeah, when x is 0, y is? Beautiful. All right. Well, you know what? I'm not going to make 25 tick marks. Let's make 5 and make each tick mark worth 5. Yeah. We're not going to sit here and make 25 tick marks, okay? Right, there you go. When x is 0, y is 25. How about when x is 5? Y is? When x is 5. Yeah. All right. This one I can totally make 5 tick marks, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. When x is negative 5, it's also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Opens up, opens down. Okay, so that's y equals 25. Oh, it's sleeping. Can you do it? Thank you. Thanks, Frank. Okay. Okay, so let's draw now the rectangle. It said so. The rectangle has one corner at the origin, one corner on the x positive, one corner on the y positive, and one corner on the point. Yep, there you go. It looks a square, but it's not to scale, so don't hold me to it. Okay. This is, did it tell you exactly where this point was? No. So can we just call it x comma y? Great. If it's x comma y, do we know how long the base is? How long's the base? X. It's unknown. What's the height? Y. It's unknown. And then someone said, the area of any rectangle is base times height. In this case, it's just length times width. In this case, it's just x times y. But it says, hey, don't use y, just use x. So now what? You plug in, just like the first one. Except this time, your y is not identical to the first one. What's the y this time? Let's simplify that out. We have a final equation in terms of x of 25x minus x to the third. Is that okay? Great. Part B says, hey, can you state the domain of A? Okay, so in this question, what does A stand for? In this area. Cautiously. What does X stand for? Yeah, right. It's not the X this time now. It is the length of the rectangle or the base, whatever you want to call it. Now, what is it that it can be or cannot be? What is the domain of F? If what? It has to be positive. So notice how nothing's here, right? Okay. Now what? What's the smallest that it can be? Can it be 0? No, if it's 0, can you even make a rectangle? No. Good. Minimum, not including 0, right? What's the max? How far can it go?
5.
Just what?
Below 5.
Little short of 5. So can I include 5? No. So 0 to 5, not including the endpoints, right? So the domain is 0 to 5, not including the endpoint.
Just to make sure, you got 5 because that's where the parabola goes.
Correct. Because the parabola has to be under this. The rectangle has to be under this parabola. I can't go beyond that, then it's outside. Okay. Good question. Okay, C says graph. All right, what's on your calculator? Graph it. What are you going to do with this? This goes where on the calculator?
The window.
Oh, window. Once you have X min and X max, what button can you press? Zoom fit. All right. Punch it in. And then we'll sketch it out. Once you have a graph, you just show it to your team, just to make sure you guys are all on the same page. Make sure we can all use the calculator. Do we have a parabola looking-ish shape?
Yeah.
Not an exact parabola looking, it just looks like it. Yeah, it is. Okay, so let's sketch it out. It is a little bit lopsided, so here we go. We are going to label your X according to the problem. X in this problem represents what? X represents the area? No, X is the base, right? Base of the rectangle. Now, the y-axis is the area. The base, I can go at most is 5 units, so I'm just going to make 5 tick mark on my graph. The area, I'm not sure how high it goes, so I'm just going to leave that unlabeled, okay? It's a little lopsided. It's not exactly a parabola. We graphed it. Looks great. D says what? Yeah. How do I do that? Maximum. Look at that. We did minimum. Now we do maximum. Okay, you go for it. I'll just write the answer. I mean, waiting for the answer. For the largest area, x needs to be. For the largest area, x needs to be units. Okay, you fill in the blank. Do you have the same problem answer as your team? Left down. Left down means on the left hand side of that point we're trying to change. So go a little bit more left. There you go. Perfect. In there. And then we'll ask you. Well, can you do that again? Take sentences again. Oh, I got it. Okay, first question says down. Do
you have the charger?
Raise the right down. No, that's not the right bound. Where is the right track, by the way? Yeah, so you have to go all the way to the right, okay? So keep that in mind. All the way, no, that's not the all. You have to go way to the right. 2.9. Keep on going. There you go. That's the right bound. Remember, you're trying to trace this. Okay, and enter. And then compare that with Two 2.88 is a 2.88 or 2.89? Okay. Anyone does not know how to get the math, so we can help you with a calculator.
I found it. I just want to know. I assume my mom to go really high.
Go back to the window. What did you put? Okay, then zoom fit. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, remember that button because like once you put in the X min and X max, then you zoom fit, and then the calculator will find the Y for you.
Okay. Thank you.
Anyone else? Okay. So, so what's the blank spot? 2.89. Okay. I guess rule of thumb, just keep your 2 decimal places if it doesn't say. Okay. All right. And example 4, it has multiple parts, and I don't think I can finish that in time, so I'm going to stop right here.